All right. Shut up, David. That's my first words of this stream. Shut up, David. Good evening, good afternoon, good night. I don't know, whatever time it is where you are. Hello, welcome in. I've got the all fabulous Vector Potential, my good luck charm, with me today. Hello, Vector. How are you?
I am doing great. I'm hoping to figure out some impressioning tonight, so everyone gets to watch me learn and suck at this at the same time. But I'm kind of hoping that maybe some rubber ducking here will help out. Sometimes just describing to people what you're doing really helps you. So
right. Are you feeling lucky? Are you feeling lucky? Do you feel like we're going to share our luck tonight and things are going to happen? Or I'm feeling it.
Well, if past performance is any indication of future performance, then yes.
Because I've got me a 917 here that I'm going to be trying to pick in a little while once I charge up the old phone, since I forgot, we only had a live stream today and forgot to do that. But, I'm entertaining enough without it for a while. So I think I can make do for a little while. But welcome everybody. Hello. Lockchuck was first earlier today at 10:30 a.m. He was ready. Okay, he was ready. And I didn't see David that early checking in to say hello, but I did see him complaining later when we weren't when a lady wasn't prompt. That's a first. You know what I mean? Come on, David, get a grip. Welcome, Lockchuck and Orgus, G. Keyman, Tiwanaka, Wild Billiam, Chris Capoon, Zoe the Cat, Delbert is here, McD Poor is here. Hello. Gerard is here. Welcome in, Mountain Mick. Hello. Lockchuck was complaining too. He put the waiting buttons up. And then here's David complaining about me. Says sending threatening messages. My own moderator sending threatening messages that he's going to leave. I'm feeling some type of way, David. And no, Mountain Mick, do you believe it? Not 10K yet. I don't know what people are doing, but they are not subscribing in time. And it's really ticking me off. Welcome, Watch My Mustang and Transparent Eyeball. Hello. Who else is here? All right, Dark Wolf is here. Welcome in. So welcome, everybody. How's everybody doing today? Do you have some locks you're going to pick with us? What's going on out there in the Locksport world? Anybody do anything fantastic? What's happening? Okay, McD Poor said he's going to be in and out of the chat. Yes, remember to hit that like button and subscribe if you're new. Let's get past that 10K mark. I'm really trying here. I don't know. I swear, though, YouTube knows it's still on its way, and it holds you back. And it'll start going backwards. You guys watch. It'll start going backwards. I'm not even lying. YouTube hates me that bad. And they also just hate lock pickers in general, if you are not LPL. I see Marson's popping in backstage. He's getting his stuff together. So Marson's going to be here with us tonight. That's awesome.
Is Lockchuck picking challenge logs or making challenge logs?
Oh, yeah, that's a good question. I have a feeling he's working on making them. And if so, that's going to be terrible for the rest of you. And when I say the rest of you, that's because I wouldn't even try one. David says today begins 5 night shifts in a row at Universal. Wish me luck and send Red Bull. Oh my gosh. Guys, if you don't know, David's channel is monetized, and you can head on over to any one of David's video and send a super thanks for him being so amazing and buy him a Red Bull. So, you can always go do that. I think Morrison's almost ready back there. Lockchuck's only picking challenge locks. Ooh, that was a close one because I was not ready to be picking new Lock Chuck challenge locks. Just F no. F no. Let's see.
One of the other servers, Lady Locks, Bugasu has the V8 Dova from John Holistic.
Oh, poor bastard. I mean, did I say that out loud? Poor thing. I think Marston's ready. I'm gonna pull Marston out. Are you ready, Marston? Give us. Oh, he's got the thumbs up. He gave me the middle finger, then switched it to the thumbs up. I saw that, Marston. Don't even try me. I seen the middle finger. I'm just kidding. Allison said, "Who's David Romano?" You know what, Allison? He is such a bully right now. He was like forcing me to be ready before I was ready. So here we are, like a minute early because David was complaining. But you know, he's the one and only. Yeah, he's the one and only lock picking me hour. And you know what? I love David, so I had to start before he left us. So his threats actually got me going. So. Welcome in, Marston. I see you've got some kind of high pin count lock up in the vise. What in the heck is this thing?
It's the gold Grand V again.
Oh, nice.
I should ban that. Don't look, Marston. I'm gonna tell you what. You are welcome to pick that, but do not think you're gonna suck up all the mojo here. I already called at least half of it for my B or for this West 917. So don't hog it all up.
Is that yours or did you get a different one?
Nope, this one's mine. But I'm really close. I'm like so close. It's not even funny. I'm like one step away from the hair on my arm standing up and like it opening. So when I put it on camera tonight, it's going to remain on camera the entire time, no matter what happens until
I know.
I know what'll happen. I'll accidentally click something and go, oh, let's see this in big screen and move someone to the big screen and totally ruin my chances.
Can you imagine if all of these were populated?
That thing's insane. And these high pin count locks, they trick you. The bidding on these tricks you as well, because you don't really know which section the pin's in unless you really measure and go through and like do all this stuff, because they have like lines instead of just holes. It's like a line and a hole, so you don't know where the pin lies on there. It makes it very tricky.
They drilled all these extra dimples in there. I mean, this does have 21 pins, but still
very tricky key bidding.
That's 7 per row, not however many that is.
Yeah, they make it look extra crazy so that you get super confused and you don't know if one's very high set or very low set. You just have to do it all by feel, which is part of the reason probably they make these black belts. You know what I mean?
Yep.
Also, Vector's going to be filing, and if anybody is hearing anything unpleasant, let us know, and Vector will modify his sound settings. So we're kind of just flying by the seat of our pants there with that. So just please don't be afraid to hop on and say, hey, this or that, because we can lower it or do whatever. But right now it seems okay. Yeah, now it seems to be, seems to be okay.
I'm here.
David says, I'm the one and only lock picking meower and a tired cook. Just don't mess up that food, David. Is that what you're going to be doing at Universal? Is cooking tonight? They're having like Fright Night, Halloween nights over at Universal. That would probably be super cool. I want to. My city has at the zoo. They're doing like carved pumpkins or something like that. And at first I thought it was just like the beginning of October. Well, it's the beginning of October until the beginning of November. So I want to go when it's a little chilly out. I don't want to go when it's 82 degrees out at night, which, by the way, is completely crazy for my city. It's usually pretty chilly by now, like, hoodie weather, sweaters, getting ready for fall.
Yep.
And it's been 80 degrees here.
It's
insane. It's insane. So it's like, I only just saw some leaves starting to fall. So I'm glad at least it's beginning. But it seems like it's a month late. It used to be like this temperature in probably like late August, early September, and then it would start getting cool out. And even for my birthday, it was like 80 degrees, 80, and it's usually not, you know. Welcome, Loose Shirt. Hello, and Zeph is here. Hi, Zeph. Oh my
Hey,
God, Zeph's
Loose Shirt is
grandpa
here. All right.
just passed away. I'm so sorry, Zeph.
Oh no.
Oh my gosh, that is terrible news.
Hear that.
Oh man, you have our condolences, buddy. I'm really sorry to hear that. Zeph took good care of his grandparents. He's always doing something for the family, and I'm sure you're very upset and having a hard time. So I'm really sorry to hear that, Zeph. Very, very sorry. We just got back from the hospital. Oh man. That's terrible. Well, hopefully you can pick some locks and take your mind off things for a little while. That's really bad news, though. Dark Wolf said it's been 80 here for the past 2 weeks, and that is an early fall start for us. We're still usually seeing 90s for daytime highs until mid to late October. Okay, so it's getting a little bit lower for you guys. It's like hotter for us and lower. It's so weird. 67 in North Carolina. Jeez. Leaves falling. Yeah, see, the leaves are just literally starting to fall here. But yeah, I redid my video because I wanted to make a video about locks that I would recommend for like white and yellow belt. And Marson, I think you and I were talking about that last week, and just kind of modifying that video because I did make a video, but it's super long. And I was getting, like, by the time I was editing this, I was literally falling asleep because I had heard myself like 38 times talk about this stuff. And I'm thinking, like, well, people are only going to watch it once, so it's not so bad. But no, I couldn't do the 15. It was like 14 minutes, and I was just like, no, I can't do this. So I just redid it and talked about white and yellow. And even that was like 5 minutes. Even that was like 5 minutes long. Uh-oh. I'm gonna lower you down a little bit back there. Let's see. But yeah, even that was like 5 minutes long. It was a lot just because of all the different things like you want to say about some of those locks. You know what I mean? Because obviously the white belt locks are great, but you don't really have to start there, you know? It's like you could skip, recommendations, skip. Yeah, exactly. And that's pretty much kind of what I said in my video. It was like, here's some white belt ones, but you know, I mean, for the most part, if you just go to yellow, you're fine, you know? Some of them yellow belt ones are a lot nicer. It's just like the feedback is a lot nicer. Everything. Even just a kick cylinder, like a Schlage kick cylinders, I think a yellow belt, some of them, you know, and you can get a lot of nice feedback off of those. Them Brinks, those colorful Brinks ones, those are yellow belt. I didn't realize that. But those are like perfect for white belt, in my opinion, just because they have like, I don't know, the perfect amount of like feedback, and some of the pins aren't really even active. I don't think. Is that
These
the Sergeant?
Defiant rims are really nice. The interiors are
the Defiant,
usually yellow, and the exteriors are orange now. They've actually been ranked.
Oh wow!
Yeah. So actually, the generic any 5-pin with less than 3 spools is yellow, and any with 3 spools or more is orange.
Oh yeah, that's I would agree with that ranking for sure. But those are nice, like they're nice to pick for yellow belt or even your first lock.
They've got plugs in the top that you can, if you gut it first, you can just pound them through, or you can drill them out and pull them. And they make a great practice lock if you want to do that. I mean, not great. They'll still never be, you can't turn it into a green belt lock. I mean, even equivalent, because they're so sloppy.
Right.
But this is one of those cases where you have really sloppy clearances, like master locks and all, but it still makes a decent picking experience. I mean, it doesn't feel all janky like a lot of master locks do.
Yeah, there was like, I didn't realize master 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8 are all on the white belt list, and I was just like, those are all sucky ones. Like they're just terrible. Yep. They're terrible. So Watch My Mustang says, any tips for dimple locks? I just bought a lock and a set of picks.
Everyone recommends the multi-lock interactive or similar. I found jumping in with pin and pin a bit much because I have trouble with rotations in general. So starting with both dimple and pin was too much for me. But if you can get a 7x7, that's not a
I was just gonna say that was fun. That was a fun one. What was that one that Jackrabbit sent me?
The Canards and DeGards, which are copies of the multi-lock. But those are one of them. The Canard is rated green, so
that would be a good one.
Even though it's a pin and pin, it's a simpler one, so that might be a good one to go with.
Yeah, I think that's
hardware sells those, both of them.
Yeah, but you got to remember, they're just like pin tumblers. Only they just got a different keyway, and so you have to basically use something different to get at the pins. So if you treat them just like you would a pin tumbler with same kind of feedback issues, you're gonna have, and you always want a tension opposite of the direction you're picking. So like if you're picking toward it, you want to tension it so you're picking toward it.
Tensioning up clockwise, so you want to pick rotating counterclockwise.
Yeah. So
unless it's a multi-row like this, in which case you have no choice.
Yeah.
One caveat on that, I do recommend if you're having problems with the lock, try it with the same direction of rotation. I've had a couple people who have tried that and suddenly they were able to get the lock open.
Okay.
Because what happens is if you're rotating in the same direction you're tensioning, if there's spools and if there's any milling, you're going to jam the spool up into the milling harder, and it's that much harder to get it out. Just because of how you're contacting the key pin and such. By picking in the opposite direction, it's sort of like assisted float picking. It's almost like having ball bearings in there, like the goals do, where you don't need to float pick. So you're using your pick itself, or flag, to do the counter rotation assistance a little bit.
Right. That's a good tip. I never knew that.
But by doing it in the same direction, it can give you stronger feedback. So like in this case, when I'm doing this goal here, if I'm pushing, I'm rotating like this with tension, this pin will not move, this first pin here. So I know that's set, and even though there's a torpedo behind it, the spool is locked in the milling so tightly, the torpedo can't push past here.
Oh, okay.
Or actually, no, I'm sorry. It's not in the milling. It's the spool. It's like at shear. The torpedo head can't push up past here because you're just because of how
tensioning on it or whatever.
Tensioning in the same direction. Yeah. Whereas if I do these ones on the right side, and that means I have to rotate against, opposite. I'm tensioning clockwise and rotating counterclockwise. I'll get this large counter rotation. Let's see if I can.
I always flip my pick for those too on the other side. I'll flip my pick around. And it kind of helps.
Yep.
Yeah.
It will. And if it's a large, smooth counter rotation, that means it's probably the torpedo head. And I have a chance of oversetting it.
I have to keep that in mind because I'm about to be picking this 917, and me and Vector were talking earlier about it, and it was like I'm getting super close to the end, and like he said, it might be just one pin's binding so hard and giving such big counter rotation that I'm ignoring it because I'm thinking like, oh no, that's gonna overset, but I might actually have to pick that, but not it, just because I'm not thinking that's what's happening, but like by feeling it,
right.
Kind of like subconscious. I'm like,
So what do you do in that case? You try it, and if you overset it, it's like you write that down. It's like
that's what Vector said too.
Right? 5 on the right. Do not touch.
I just have to start doing
the process of elimination.
I have not.
That's
been
funny because that's
down.
literally the same exact thing I told her.
Yeah. Vector's like, just write that shit down and then you won't forget. Loose Shirt said, Vector, you go. Hope you get that impressioning today. So, hope you get the impressioning. Cool. And Dark Wolf, congratulations. Dark Wolf just got the yellow belt. So congratulations. That's friggin' awesome.
Ooh, nice.
That is amazing. Yeah. That is amazing.
What we were just talking about with the direction of rotation, it applies to pin tumblers, regular standard pin tumblers as well. So you've got like, let's see if I can get this in here. The Yale keyway. Quite often you're on, you'll put like a tensioner down here in the lower left, and you'll use that as a platform. So you'll have the base of the pick on the left-hand side, right about where my thumb is there. So it's like even with this ledge, but on the left side instead of on the right side. So what you're kind of doing is you're rotating the pick counterclockwise.
Oh yeah.
To get the pins up, because the pick goes in there sideways, and you're kind of then rotating it straight up to lift the pins.
Yeah.
So you want to tension this clockwise. So like when you're picking the Yales, it's good to tension them clockwise, because if you tension them counterclockwise, you can jam the spool lips in the milling.
So I didn't realize that either. I mean, I usually tension clockwise, though, I gotta say. I usually do, and I'll forget. A lot of times I'll forget that you can go ahead and tension counterclockwise as well. Yeah. And then I'll be sitting there, and if I would have just switched, I would get it, because then eventually I do go, oh, oops, and then I'll switch and get it right away. So, sometimes like these guys are saying, you just have to try a different even direction and things like that. There's all kind of reasons that you don't realize at first, and even with like the oversetting with torpedo pins and things like that, those are things you get into as you get into high pin count locks, and sometimes even like just higher security locks, because you see those in the where do you see those first? Probably you see those in DOM sometimes, right? Torpedoes and things like that.
I mean, usually they start showing up for the most part probably brown, I'd say, but some purple you can get them too.
They're evil though.
Brown, they're pretty common.
Tricky.
So like this one, you're going to do it the opposite way, because you're going to have to, there's no holes in the milling, so you need to get the pick down under here to get another pin and then lift it up. So you're rotating the pick clockwise, so you want to tension counterclockwise.
That's a damn good idea. I don't even know if I did mine counterclockwise, matter of fact. I can't remember, but I remember I was like, is this blue belt? What the hell? Because I think one of them's blue and one of them's brown or something, right?
I'm not sure. That one's the TS 5000.
Oh, yeah, that one's
it's
like
purple.
Brown, I think. Oh, purple, okay.
Yeah.
Welcome in, Oopie. Welcome. Let's see.
My chat is not scrolling.
Jackrabbit. Did I say hello to Jackrabbit? I don't know, but welcome, Jackrabbit. The guard is what I sent. Yes. Yes, and Kennard has easy, some lower belt. Yes,
Yeah,
yes.
those are the green. Canard have green.
What? Oh, he's got the Kennard. Okay, so that's a good one. That's a good one. The Kennard's a very good one for that.
Yeah.
I don't think is Kennard pin and pin. I want to say no.
Yeah.
But is it?
Yep.
Okay,
Yep.
so
I'm pretty sure it still is. It's just sloppier.
okay. Well, yeah, if you're doing the Kennard and you've got a pin and pin, you got to make sure your pick is able to get those middle pins without oversetting the outer pins. So you want to make sure the shape of it is kind of looking like Marston's pick right there. How it's a little bit longer and thinner so that you can kind of reach up in between the hole in those outer pins and kind of push up that inner pin, because if it's fat, it's going to hit them both, you know?
The thing is the max, the MACS, the maximum allowed. The maximum difference from pin to pin, when it's a
I think
pip,
it's cut separation, maybe.
Okay.
something like that. Yeah. I knew what it was, and it's just escaped my head at the moment. So, but yeah, that sounds right.
But yeah, it's a huge deal. That's a huge deal. Like you might fight with it.
I believe it's only one step for the difference between inner and outer.
Yeah.
So it's not like the inner can be like,
right,
you know,
like super
max lift and the outer's a min lift or anything like that.
Right. But it definitely has to be able to kind of get in between, just because if it's too fat, it's going to hit them both. And then you might get lucky. Like you actually might get lucky. And I've seen that where even on a multi-lock where people's gotten lucky on the bidding so that they could do it and like the binding order and stuff like that. So they could kind of get away with it being not perfectly kind of shaped or whatever you want to call it. But
that might be a little wide to get in there.
Yeah.
And the other thing is don't worry about the height, because what you can do, and this is how I bent my only pick I actually did bend. Was I got stuck in one, because as you're rotating and you're pushing up, you can have it get to the point where you're holding up the outer, but the inner slips down and it jams your pick kind of like at an angle like that. And the tip is in between, trapped between the outer at the top. So I can't rotate it to the right, and the inner on the left. Because it's dropped down, so I can't move it left. And it's just the perfect height to be jammed and stuck. And then I can't pull it forward because the next pin's in the way.
Yeah.
You know, and you have to get another flag in there to lift that inner pin so that you can then pull the stuck one out. And oh man, it was.
Yeah. You know what? These are all lessons learned, though, because I can honestly say that happened to me. I actually threw away my very, very early on. Like I was probably still white belt, and I had a dimple lock, and I was like, "Ooh!" And I actually threw it away because I got a pick stuck. Instead of trying to figure it out, I threw the whole thing away, pissed off, pick and all. I was like, "F this," toss it in the trash. But those are all things like you kind of learn along the way, and thankfully, you know, Marston mentioned it because it could happen to you. And if it does, you know, you just got to get creative and get another pick in there to kind of move things out of the way. It's not the end of the world, and it might happen a lot, which can be annoying, but you know, there's ways to kind of around it. And
what I should have done was just simply, I could have gutted it, because the multi-locks have they're rubbed. At least, you know, most of them are. So it just pulled the pin up and then pulled the flag out. Yeah. But I got impatient and frustrated, and it's actually on video. It's that one, that struggle bus one, you know, that the video that I made that where it was just an hour of me trying to do this and not getting open. So
let's see if I can find that. Let's see if I can find that. YouTube.com Marston. And then we'll look on your channel and see it here.
I think I probably even tagged it in the, put a timestamp on it, I think.
Let's see. Oh my God. Well, that's Marson. I typed in Marson Locksport, and the first thing that came up was Locksport highlight Marson's inventions. Marson's inventions pops up because he had all those inventions. All right. That was the multi-lock, right?
Yeah. It was, I think it was the one
multi-lock
with
the
milling. But it's there's one that I was successful at, and then there's one that I wasn't, and it's got a red X.
This lock was my nemesis. I seem to have maybe that's no. Let's see.
Is there a red X through the thumbnail?
No, let's see.
The cover title screen.
You did a lot of multi-locks. You got a ton of these up here. Let's see. Damn, 6 Dan. Holy cow. Okay, let's see. Okay. Then it goes to other locks. Okay, so it's one of these. I'll figure it out. If you're
looking at the videos in time order, all the multi-locks are right together. And one of them will just have a red X on it, and it'll say it's a struggle something.
Let's see. This one says this lock was my nemesis. I seem to have difficulty with the rotation, especially with an open keyway. It took me forever.
Yeah, I'm not sure which one I commented that on. Could have been any of them.
Well, I will definitely look for it while we're BSing, but I want to say hello because Unhinged has gotten here. Hello, Unhinged. Oopie is here. Hello. Wild Billiam's here. I don't know if I said hello earlier. Izumu Sushi, Swamp Picker. Hi guys. Terrafon's here. Who else is here? I said hi to Orgus, I think, but hi Orgus. If I missed you in the chat, you know what to do. Give me the middle finger and I will say hi. Steve Sudu is here. Welcome, Stu. Hello, guys. Hello. I'm always so behind on chat. Well, that's just because I like to be able to hear what everybody's saying. I don't like to miss nothing. I don't like to miss you guys' comments and questions because that's what we're here for. So it takes me a while to go through the chat. Full is here. What's up, Full? Let's see. Richard Jones is here. Okay, all the way over in the UK. Must be up late. Hello, Richard. Majestic Dragon is here. Hello. Welcome in. Hi, guys. Yeah, it's got to be late for you, Richard. Holy cow. Watch my Mustang. I believe the counter isn't eligible for that due to the tolerances. Multi-lock interactive is blue through brown depending on penny. Oh, maybe, huh? Well, who's depending on who you bought.
It's green, so it is ranked.
But I think he meant he got the one that goes from green through brown. And
there's the kit that I'd gotten that also from CMFXA.
Yeah,
really good.
So that has to be the multi-lock then, right? Or no?
You've got several. It depends on the kit you get, but like the full shebang, you can actually get it with flags. And then there's a canard for green, and then an MTL interactive for blue, and it's got the standards for blue, some spools. I think it needs 3 for purple, and then serrated for brown.
Yeah, he's got the changing. Oh, we were just wondering if the canard is eligible to do that with. It should be, right? If CMF or CMF is selling it.
No, because it only comes one way. It's got to be stock pinned, so it's going to be green green or white if you mess around with it too much.
Okay, we'll have to see. It's true. Wait, is it true I can go from brown to green just based on the pins? If it's the multi-lock, yeah. If it's one of the ones
blue to brown, you can, not green to brown.
Yeah. Mr.
Green,
Inferno's
you
here.
need the second lock. You need the canard for.
Okay, so yeah, you might have to get a different lock body for that. But yeah, you can do that with the dimple locks. But that canard's a good one. That's the first one I picked, actually, the canard. That was one of the first ones I ever picked. I think I never published that video, but it's on my channel somewhere. My first dimple lock or something like that. And I think I never published it, but it's in there.
Mine was that cheap Bovinsky one that looks like it has 9 pins, but you only have to set one of them.
Yes, I only set one of mine too. That's so funny. Maybe
I don't
that
count
was
that one. So my first real dimple was the D9.
Okay.
So much trouble with the multi-lock that I went ahead
You
with
went
the D9.
ham. You went hard on that D9.
It's a goal. So,
wow.
So for me, I really like the goal and the goal feedback. So it was a way for me to work with pins that I was familiar with using a new method, which was flags and rotation. So that was a huge help because it was pins I was already familiar with because I already gotten black belt. So I picked the S, the P, and Z. So that helped a lot.
Yeah.
Having something familiar because I don't too many variables. It's hard for me to tell what's causing what.
Yeah, that and the goal locks in general are just friggin'. They teach you no matter which one. I feel like no matter which one, maybe not the S, but the P and the Z and the V18 and the D9, and those ones really teach you like perfection, I guess I would say, because you have to be super you have to be on point for every move you make on those, because if you're not, then you can't pick them. So again,
exactly what they're doing.
Yeah.
But you have to be good enough. Your sensitivity has to be there to feel it. And then on top of that, you have to then know what to do about it.
Those are crazy ones.
Especially the Z.
But you know what? Honestly, though, guys, those, yes, you have to do all of that. But I can honestly say, though, the more you practice, the more you get the hang of it. Like it's one of those that it is very hard, but it's not unpickable, obviously, because we, a bunch of us have been able to do it. But it is, you just got to practice. And if you have to progressively pin one, try to get the goal P, because you don't want to have 38,000 pins. Like, don't try the one Marston's doing and then go, I'm going to progressively pin this, because I guarantee you'll lose a spring or a pin somewhere. It's a bad day when that happens. But
my D9, it's keyless. It's basically what I consider a blood donor at this point, because whenever I lose a spring on like the V18 or the 916, or it donates springs. So the D9 is no longer a lock; it's a donor.
Yeah, I actually went and bought I bought like 4 V18s off of eBay at that point because I lost, the eBay ones aren't like, well, it depends who you're getting it from, obviously, but this was just like a random V18 on eBay. So I knew it wasn't pinned to any belt that I could use it for a belt, but I definitely was like, I need a parts lock because these are crazy. Like, so I ended up, I think I still have it in here. It's just like a random one that's like definitely not a belt. It's just for parts. Yeah, CMFXA sells the complete dimple lock starter kit. Yeah, and welcome only pins. Welcome in.
I got one of the first versions of it.
Yeah, that's a really cool thing, though. Especially because it helps you, because you're picking the same thing to different belts, and that helps to keep you on point of what you're doing. Because if you keep switching, it gets hard you have to relearn like the feedback and stuff. But with that, you still have to learn a lot, but you're learning it with the same lock body, same movements, same clearances, same everything, certain things, so holy crap, it's the Metacult. I like that.
They made it so that the milling for the inner spools is no longer brown. That's just purple, like regular spools are. But I found that the most difficult. I actually found, even though the serrated are brown and the spools are purple, I didn't find much of a difference. And they both felt kind of like purple to me. But going to the milled inners, that was rated brown before they nixed it. I thought that was at least black belt for me. That took so much effort to learn.
Yeah, I got the spooled one first, and I thought it was easy. But then I pinned it to. I went and bought the pins then to pin it to the serrated, and I never did pick the serrated because it was too ridiculous and it was pissing me off. Richard, I don't know if I picked it. I think I picked it. I don't remember if I picked it. I know I sat down with it, but I'll have to try it because I can't remember if I actually picked it or if I just popped it in the drawer. Like, thankfully I got a D9 back because that was one of my favorite locks and I lent it out and somebody stole it. And so I never got it back. And then I wanted a new one. So I was lucky Richard gave me a new one, but I can't remember if I picked that one, Richard. It's hard to say, but I have picked one. I just don't know if I picked that one yet, but I will. And once I get this picked, I'll pick every goal lock. Because the GP and the V18 are same line, so I'd consider them the same lock. But you know. That's crazy. They're same line though, because they're just so much harder being with all the pins. No, I mean the GP and the V18. Yeah, the GP does not have more than the V18 though. No. Oh, I thought the GP had like 2 more or something. Not bad. The Grand V can have. This one's about 3. Oh, that's what I was thinking of. The Grand V. My bad. My bad. That's what I was thinking of. The Grand V and the V18, not the GP. The V18 my bad. Can have up to 18 because, or let's see, 19 pins because 2 of the chambers are used for the ball bearings. They don't have them in the cylinder the way the PZ and Grand V do. But the Grand V has it on the sides in the cylinder the same way the P and the Z do. So that frees up those other 2 chambers. So this can have up to 21 pins. Oh my gosh. That's so crazy to me. So it's not much different from the V18. You know, it's a couple extra pins. But let's see here. What am I doing? I want to try to hook my phone in now and pick this. Super excited.
Get it done. I was just eating dinner. That's why I wasn't doing anything for a little bit. Oh, it's getting done because I have to do it while Vector's here because if he leaves, I'm going to be screwed. He's going to take all the mojo with him. Actually, Marson's sucking it up right now. I can feel it literally. Nah, I already used it up yesterday because I got this. I swear I was so close. I might have been just 1 in a way. Oh. And then I dropped tension. Oh my god, that's the worst. So fatigued. That was after an hour, and my left hand just couldn't deal with it anymore. I don't know how them guys do those sometimes in minutes. I'm like, how did you do that? I can't remember how long I took on my V18. I think I blacked it out. I blocked that shit out. I don't even recall. Yeah, David, I'll have to get a GP then at a different keyway because maybe it won't have those stupid drill protection pins right in the front because I hated those. They interfered with my flag so much. Look. Look at that. Beautiful. The mojo worked. Did you get it? Did you really get that? Oh, yeah. That's not, you're not sharing the key, are you? Dude, get that picture. You just did it. That was the whole thing, right? I have some cleanup to do because it's a little stiff to turn, but
that don't matter at all. Oh my god. Congratulations. Holy shit. You see your knuckles. Wow. Oh my god. I gotta get to work. I gotta get to work. I have not been successful. I tried for a bit and then realized,
This isn't for me. I'll come back to it later, maybe.
I feel better. I feel better about myself because I was doing, my technique was wrong for several days and I was getting frustrated. Then I went back and I watched rubber bands videos. I watched fish mix videos.
There you go.
Figured out what I was doing wrong, and this is my first key tonight. I didn't start from any other reference points, so yeah.
Congratulations. Holy shit. That's friggin' awesome. That's no joke. Oh my gosh. That's so hard to do. I can't believe that. Congratulations, man.
I think it's cool for the black belt quest for it. You get a lock from either a smith or a black belt, or someone known in the community, and they make it tamper proof. They'll either put they'll put something on it to keep it from you being able to gut it, and and then it'll. The only way you can get a working key is to actually go through the correct process.
That's friggin' awesome.
So who did you get that from?
Picksmith.
Nice.
So
yeah.
So what do you think, guys? Should I try this one?
Heck, you might as well now. You already did it, so now the
you
pressure's
got open until ready. I guess I would say. Do you feel confident from that, or was this your first one?
I did a 5 wafer lock earlier, so this is my second impression.
Nice.
That's a great job.
If you feel confident, go for it.
Yeah. I want this.
Heck yeah.
Or I mean, even if not, even if you go through a couple keys,
So one of the big changes is I got I had to borrow some tools because the only set of vice grips I had were some massive ones, and these were too heavy to be on the key, and I could put too much torque on the key, so I broke a lot of keys. So I went down to some.
Nice.
One of the things I analyzed was the rubber band makes his little impressioning handle. So I was looking for something about the same size where hopefully I'd be able to put the right amount of force on, because this right here is way too much. And I can just snap keys off with it.
And the twisting isn't really, I don't think, from my understanding, is twisting isn't the important part where you really need to crank on the twisting. It's, you want to crank downward to lift the key into the pins so that they're pressing on it, and then the turning is back and forth as to where the groove in. Is that my understanding? Am I got that right?
Yes, that was my big disconnect, because my earlier attempts on this lock, I was just twisting to try to make marks without. So
up and
I paid
down.
attention the second go around, and the method that I did was I'd insert the key, lift up in the back, bind, and then wiggle, and then reset, then push down, bind, and then wiggle.
Yeah, because when you lift, if you're lifting the pliers, you're lifting the front of the key, so the front pins are making contact. And if you're pushing down on the pliers, then you're lifting the rear of the key, and the rear of the key pins are making contact. You need to do both in order to get.
Yeah. All right. Well, that was fun. So,
hell of a job.
Very cool. And of course, I'm talking about it, but I sucked at it. So, I mean, pick anything I say with a green salt. I'm talking not more for the other people, not for you. Anyone watching who's interested in trying it.
Well, if you were here for the opening remarks, I was saying I was hoping to kind of rubber duck a little bit tonight, because I had to go back to watching some videos. So I was hoping by explaining what I was doing, maybe I'd be successful. So.
Oh, nice! Yeah.
That is cool.
That's one of the things I'm going to try with my next video for the goal because I'm recording every session because I want to get my first open on video because I'm not progressive pinning it, and I've looked at the I can see the key, but I haven't deciphered it, so I don't know what the bidding is. So I really want to get this blind if I can, but I think I'm going to talk my way through the next one because that might slow me down, and because most of the time when I pick on video, I'm not really seeing much. But maybe if I talk through my process, then it might slow me down enough, or what have you, that I'll actually get an open on it.
Yeah.
So yeah, same kind of idea. What you're talking about.
I need to try one of these thinner. These little tiny ones. Let's see, this one might work.
All right, you got the key off. Look at this. That is cool. That is cool. All right.
Those who can't do become chefs. Talking through definitely helps my picking, Jackrabbit says.
Nice.
And we got a couple people that's saying, great job, Vector. Once I figured out the right technique, got much easier to impression. Yeah, lots of congrats here, Vector. Nice job. That's what's up. Yes, that's one of the hardest things I found. Was impressioning was one of the hardest things I did. Yep. And I hated every second of it. All right, yeah, these pins are setting, so that's good. But now, what? Okay.
Ooh, that's a good sign. I love getting big motion. Of course, I call it big. You can't even see it based on my marks on the right here, but I could feel it.
Yeah, I'm getting stuff happening as well, but I just don't know what.
Yeah, the Wests have really vague, the weak springs, I guess.
I got a bunch of Discord messages after that. I have to find some friends.
Yeah, stuff's still binding, stuff's still setting. That's good news.
And something else that helped me a little bit, especially with my eyes, I have a 10x loop here.
Oh, nice. Yeah. So, I should have used some sort of magnifier, especially with my eyesight.
I am wearing on my head some 3x. It's like almost like it's not quite a flip-up welding hood, but it's a similar mechanism. But
yeah. I do have one. I've got one of those kind of headsets with the light on it. You put the different lenses in it.
All right, so we got the quest lock in here. I've got 2 keys. Maybe we can work some magic today. I've been warned that I'll need documentation, so hopefully if I can get this open tonight, that's sufficient documentation.
It should be.
Oh, was
Although
it?
I might outshine you when I open this 917, but you know, I mean,
Did you say you have 2 keys?
No, I have 2 blank keys here.
Yeah, that's what I meant. Yeah, 2
Yeah.
blank.
I have a pile elsewhere, but
Oh, okay.
yeah.
I was like, you might want more than 2 just in case.
Yeah, I've got, let's see, about 15 in that bag, and then
Oh, nice.
I have a pile that got sent with the lock. I
you
figured.
only need 1 back there. You got this.
Yeah. Well, that
Now
was
that
key
you
number
got the
8.
motion down, that's going to be the easiest part because I think you'll be
here's the
able to get
graveyard
it.
from that lock. So. There's the graveyard. Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, I thought I saw you had that. Okay.
Yeah, but these, so that last lock I was working on, the pins were very close to the standard pin spacing, so I had some already marked and ready to go. So I just need to check and see.
Yeah, that helps. Yeah, you know, there's a naughty bucket. You used to have the broken bucket for keys.
Yeah. All right. I'm going to get a beverage refill, and I will return and then get started on this.
I think he's going to get it.
Oh, I should have fed the cats before I started.
Uh-oh, too bad I can't hold attention for you while you go do that.
They're going to be getting upset soon.
All right.
Well, it's not too hard to get to this point, so I might as well. I'm going to give it a. But the center pins are the ones that really give me fits, so I'm just going to play with those and then go feed them.
I really, really wish I could figure out these last little bits of this thing because it gets so close. So close. Oh my god. Bector, were you the one I sent the impressioning stuff to? We'll have to ask him when he gets back. I seem to find tension wrenches everywhere. Worse than loose change. Yeah, that and pins and springs and all that.
What was the question?
Only Pins wants to know, are you the one she sent the impressioning stuff to?
No. Mine is from Picksmith.
That's who did mine too. Picksmith. Dang it. Yeah, this thing's ridiculously just so close, you would think. All right. I'm going to do the upper pins now. I get some really nice clicks on those. And then absolutely nothing. Stupid ass thing.
Have you mapped the key?
No. I mean, I kind of see like it is a lot. It does seem to be, well, no, I can't really tell anyways. It's got the lines like that one too.
Yeah.
And these upper pins look like they barely get set at all. Let's see. what are you trying to do? Watch my Mustang? I can probably help you.
Oh,
If
yeah.
you're just if you're just trying to see until when it expires, it'll ask you if you want to redo it. That's probably, if that's what you're asking about. It'll say like, oh, your time's expiring, continue, yes or no, and then you can choose to continue after that.
So this is the key. And there are some extra ones in there. So I put marker lines on the ones that are the real ones, because
Okay.
they have set spacing. So I could figure out, like, there's like, these two are the same spacing as these two, and then some at the end of this line right here, that's midway between these two, and it's the same spacing as all the rest of them. So I determined that that was the spacing for the pins, and then it's like these two are spaced that way, and then that one's spaced that way. So then you can just go from known ones. I then figured out, okay, this one here, and then this one, not that one. So then I could just write down, where is it? Yeah, I wrote down the key cuts, and then basically what, I put dots for like how many. So a 0 cut is nothing. So I put 3 dots because I'm gonna have to lift it a fair bit. And I put X's on the 3 cuts, which are no lifts. You could make it simpler than that. You don't have to do this.
Still, though, that's a good idea. Yeah,
but
still.
So even though I did it without progressive pinning, I did for the 941. The 917. I put the label as 941. It's 917. I wish I had a 941. But so even though I didn't progressive pin it, I did map out the key. So at least I knew where the 0 lift was.
Yeah, I got no clue on those. And so I'm probably, well, that's what I wondered. If you overset these, it should go mushy, right? It should go like nothing else should mind. Yeah, okay. If that's the case, then I'm okay with it, because I'm still getting pins to set. So it's like I know something's still going on. I just have a hard time finishing it up.
Sometimes it depends on the pin, though. If I found that you can go down, like several pins will still click, like pins that were immobile before can now be set, because what you're doing is you're now oversetting those. So you can overset several others that were kind of locked in, especially if they're the ones that you're picking the same rotation as you're tensioning.
Yeah.
So like on this left side, they're all hard, and then I do one on the right side, and it's like, was that an overset? If I come over to the left, and suddenly I can set some of those hard ones. Yeah, I know it was an overset, because now I'm oversetting ones I couldn't overset before.
Yeah.
But eventually to the point where everything's just kind of mush. So yeah, sometimes it's like they all just go dead, where everything's springy. And then sometimes you will go down this path of it's like a false lead, where you think you're picking more. It's like, oh, okay, now I can continue on with these. What you're just doing is oversetting more of them.
Oh, jeez. What a big jerk of a lock.
And that's what I ran into with the gold P. And that's why it took me so long, because I started working on that right after I got my blue. I liked the gold S so much, I tried the gold P. And all I was doing was oversetting torpedoes over and over again.
Oh,
So
wow.
once I finally overset all 6 of them, then it's like, then nothing would move, but the lock wasn't open.
Yeah, I just it's so hard to figure out. Oh, thank you, OnlyFans, for becoming a channel member. Welcome to the Dragon Slayer family. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Thank you. All right, I'm getting some really nice clicks though. I mean, these feel amazing. They feel like the right thing to do.
Yeah,
And then I'm always
then you're probably
afraid to
fine.
do something else. Like, but then I'm scared to do anything else because I'm like, well, that was great, but now what do I do?
But you can get to this point pretty regularly, I take it?
Yeah, it seems like I'm getting to this point pretty regularly. I think I'm oversetting the top pins because I
So
think
now, okay, go
they
through,
don't get set
find
that
ones
high.
that you think need to be done, write them down. Like left 3, 5, and 6, and right 2 and 3, and then go and pick one of those. Go through them in order, and okay, do this one. Boop, no, that was overset. Okay, reset. Go or drop pins. Back where you get back to this point again, and then try the next one.
I gotta get out my. See, that was a nice one too.
It's methodical, but it's kind of a.
It helps a lot.
Yeah, it helps, but it's also kind of boring.
Helps eliminate stuff though, that you don't want to be doing.
But if you want to, if you really want to get it open, I think that's the best way to do it.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to write stuff down. I'm gonna have to really sit with it and map out the key, like you said, and then write the things down. And
Yep. Because I didn't need a notebook for a long time, but with these HPC dimples, it really kind of.
yeah, I think if I could progressively pin this one, I would be so golden. But I don't want to. I don't want to do it because I'm afraid to lose something.
Yep.
And I don't know how to take it apart anyway. You need to do certain things to get it apart, which I don't have the tools for or the patience for.
Yeah,
you got the part where
probably
you don't
screw it
want to
up.
progressively pin it because you're a badass and you're just gonna pick it fully pinned.
Exactly.
yeah, that's what you can tell people.
Exactly. This is my 3rd time this year. I keep not having money, but now that I got a raise, I'm fine to sub again. Oh, congratulations on the raise. That's friggin' awesome.
Congrats. Ooh, I got more movement. Sorry, cats, you're gonna have to wait a little bit.
Or it's like I'm a step closer. You can starve. It's almost open. Don't worry, we would all do the same thing in your shoes, Marson.
I'll make it up to him.
And you know what? Even if you're a minute late, they act like it's the end of the world and that you're trying to kill them.
They've been really. I think it's because they were barn ferals. They weren't socialized with humans early on, so they're not used to asking people for things.
Right.
So they associate with us with food, and they know that we end up dropping food at points, and they'll be there and waiting, and they'll be really excited. They'll run back and forth, but they don't meow for it.
Yeah.
They don't vocalize with us. They only vocalize with each other. And
that's cute.
I've heard that cats only meow with humans. It was 6 months before I even heard one of them meow.
Oh wow.
It did. And one of them did meow with the other, and I only heard 1 or 2 meows out of them. Mostly they trill.
Yeah.
It's really cute. but they'll trope to each other when they want to play.
Yeah. Oh. Yeah, I think that's cute.
But yeah, it means it's like they might bang into the door when they're wrestling each other or playing with a toy, but they won't be like outside the bedroom door meowing for food in the morning or anything. We open the door, they're sitting there waiting, looking up at us.
Aw.
But yeah, so that is one nice benefit.
Man, I think I'm so close now. I think I'm super
Later,
close.
David.
Everything got super hard to pick, like you were saying, like the last couple will bind real hard. And so
Yeah, you got it.
I just had some really hard snaps to where they were like set
Right.
and they were like plunking in. And now I'm just like, oh my God, what do I do next? I'm
Yep.
scared.
Yep. Find the one that seems the most likely and just write it down.
Yeah. Remember which one this one is that you're getting ready to push on, because if it oversets and you drop a bunch of pins, write it down and say, don't overset this one at the end.
Yep.
Right. I really think there's only one that I have. One that's actually sitting here. I think that's the only
Right.
move to make. I'm
Yeah.
so scared. Oh my God.
Yeah, that was one.
It's
It was
one in
like-
the back too, and it looks like it could be one of these max lifts right here. There has to be a max, like a really super high lift, because even between these 2 points, there's nothing like on the keyboard, barely anything, even on the line. So I'm thinking that's got to be where I'm at, right here on this one right here.
max
I'm so scared.
On that key, there is no cut. I mean, yeah. I don't even know where I put the key now. But
Dang it. Yeah, it's like clicking in and okay, now, oh my gosh. He had to install a feed me door button. Oh my gosh, that one did too. Nice little click and some more core movement.
good.
Oh my gosh.
So you might want to write that down. That yes, this is one you want to do. So when you cut to it again, you won't be wondering, is this one that I picked or not?
Right. Oh my gosh. Now a top one. Now another side one. Oh my gosh. I don't know. Yeah. It's definitely getting notes next time. Maybe it's one of the top ones. Let's see. Yeah, the top ones bind early on too, it seems like on this one. It's not like the V18. I remember the top ones bound last, I think.
Mm.
And on this one, they seem to bind like almost immediately. Yeah, I got no idea. None of these feel like anything.
No, that's funny, David.
Oh, that was a click.
Oh, what was that?
Oh shit.
Did I break a key?
Yeah.
What it sounded like.
Oh no.
No, I didn't.
Ooh, good work.
Normally that sound means I broke it.
We're all screwed. We're all like doing wrong stuff. Figuring out this wrong stuff tonight. I don't know. What the heck was it then? That's weird, huh? Jeez, oh man, guys, this thing's like really.
I tend to wait to leave the center row last anyway, just because the side pins are a little bit out of the way, so that because I have a hard time telling what's pin, what's side pin, what's center pin, if they're sticking out too far.
Yeah, so, me too.
So I hate when there's a lot of zero lifts because that really interferes.
I think it's just time to give up, start again, because I got no idea.
Well, you sure? You don't? Is it? You don't feel anything binding? Is that it?
I let off tension a little bit, and stuff's like moving again, like binding again. So I guess I could stay with it again for a little bit longer. It's just like everything seems to really bind so hard, and I'm scared to pick it all.
Yep.
It just seems like that one side, and maybe the top. I don't know. Another click and some more core movement. I'm telling you guys, it's like killing me because I know it's so close, but I got no idea what I'm doing.
Hate that. Yep.
Oh my gosh. It's like the core moves and you're just like, okay, something just happened, but what? I don't know.
It's like it just keeps leading you on.
Yes. It's like leading me on this merry chase across all these pins. I got no idea what
like, get to it.
Just open.
Tease.
Vector's here. It's okay to open. It's all right. You can open. I don't know, man. It's like this back one. I think it's what it exactly is that back one's binding so hard I can't pick it. I don't know, though. It feels like it's sticking out, and oh, it did go. What the hell? Okay, now what? Does that overset it? I think it did.
I think I just dropped a whole bunch.
Yeah, see, I let it back out, and now everything came back to how it was. Now. All right. Yeah, guys, this is so crazy. So crazy. Snake, welcome in. I'm missing everything because I'm super engrossed in this high pin count lock right now, trying to suck up all the luck I get from Vector being here. I was hoping to get this open on a live stream, my 10th black belt lock, right live, front and center. And I don't know. It's really close, though. I know it is. It's so close. We're in a race to see who's going to get theirs. Me, Morrison, or Vector. Who's getting the mojo tonight? One of us will be
on mine.
What's that?
What's that?
I said I already cashed in on mine.
That's true. You did get that one. Yeah, that's true. But he might get them all. Wild.
Yeah, Vector might get everything.
Very crazy.
I think this loop is a big game changer. That and using the right technique now. I would not be able to notice some of these things with just my cheater glasses.
Okay, got a couple in the top set. Differently. This is so wild. These things are so brutally ignorant. It's like, what are you saying to me?
It's whispering.
Yes, it is.
The foreign language.
I wonder if I flip my pickup the other way, if I can get that one to set it back. So strange. Nothing, just nothing. Welcome in, Humboldt Picker. And did I say hi to Elijah? Hi, Elijah. Hello, guys. Welcome in, welcome in, welcome in. It's a merry chase to the open. Yeah, struggle bus. Yeah, see, look at that. It gets all the way into a nice false set again. And now.
No, don't bet on me. I don't want pressure.
Yeah, I get all these little tiny clicks out of these ones here in the front. It seems like it's all going great. You go into the back. Nothing there. Nothing on that side.
I think I overset. Everything's rattling.
I think some of these top stacks are just like super, like very dainty because they don't really get lifted a lot, I don't think.
Yeah. Yeah, there's fewer cuts. And I don't think they don't go quite as far. They're the centers.
Wild. Totally wild. All right, what's the chat into? What's these chatters into? Oh, Snake's here. All right. Did I say hi to Snake? I can't even remember now. I'm losing it.
I don't think so. Hey, Snake.
What's up, Snake? Humboldt Picker. Chris is here. Yeah, guys, this thing's like playing with me so bad. I think this is why I decide to always put it away and say F it, because it does this to me in a circle.
Yep. And you need to, like I said, it's like either remember or write down the pattern, because you need to break it basically by picking something.
Yeah. I'm just not even sure if it's getting to the right spot each time. Like where I'm like I don't know if I'm even getting the same things happening. I'm so confused by it. I just get these big giant clunks, and it's like then it does nothing. I mean, there's still many things that are binding, it feels like, but I just it's like something different each time till I get that down to where I can feel like the same thing each time. I don't know what I should even write down. It's like really annoying.
I guess something that makes sense to you, as far as how far along you are and whether to pick something or not at this stage, because you've already tried it and it didn't work, or you tried it and it did work. Like that one you mentioned before, that seemed like that was the first real stable place you got to, it sounded like. So you could like say at the end of stage one, make sure you pick pin whatever, whatever it was.
Okay, let's see what these guys are doing in chat. All right. Logan says, listening while working, happy to be tuning in. It's been a while. Well, welcome in, Logan. Thank you for tuning in. I appreciate it. Who all popped in while we were busy? Well, let's see here. Yeah, Snake's here. Welcome, Snake. Holy pins. We talk about money and I end up on Adam's bizarre spreadsheet. What has this sport done to me? Yes, I hear you.
I do not identify with that at all.
Now that you say Adam's spreadsheet, I kind of want to go there myself.
That's
Like,
funny,
what's
dude.
over there?
Beans for 2069.
Yeah, I'm truly going mad with this look. And I never do it tension it the other way because I don't like it that way. For some reason, it seems to do better this way.
Marson said unto the masses, bugger it.
Yeah, it seems this back pin here always sets, and then everything opens up to be set. All these very nice clunky sets. Even the top one's set. Even the top ones give me nice clicks. Everything starts clicking so nicely. This one here needs set. You son of a beep. In there. Maybe something in here doesn't want to be set. Maybe that's the problem. Maybe I have to go behind it and ignore it. Damn. Yeah, there's something right here. Oh, that one's set a little bit. Okay. Jeez, oh man. I feel like it's really almost open again this quickly. And
Yeah, only pins. I keep saying that it's like, okay, I'm not buying any more locks until I get the ones I bought open. 'Cause, you know, I've got several of it. And then like I open my mouth and say I want a Grand V, and the device hears me and says, "You can buy mine after I'm through opening it." He gets it open, and I buy his. I take a peek at decoder's sheet just to see, and like, oh, look at this, look at that. I get Twin Star, and oh boy.
it's easy to go down that path.
Yep.
Yeah, this thing's gonna pop open any second now.
Yeah, that you were talking about before how, you know, like I forgot what I spent on the Mega Cross with Pyramids, the black belt one, and like, you know, I think I had it open that day or something like that, and it's like, okay, not having that problem with this one. This one is definitely giving my time's worth. It hasn't been a week yet, but there's another reason why I don't want to progressive pin it. I really want to, even if it stretches out the time, you know, I'm kind of get my money's worth out of it.
Yeah.
Plus bragging rights. Oh yeah, and then today, no, yesterday. Yesterday, I buy an Optus MMXII.
Oh Jesus.
What is that? Is that a 212?
Yeah, that's not the XZ. It's a different one, but yeah.
What's that?
I don't know if Lady Locks was remembering the Optus XZ trauma.
Oh, yeah. No, this is what is it? The Mollis is like the PR, and the MMX is like the U9, but they're both black belt 4.
Yikes.
And
Larson
I
just
haven't picked up
loves
my
that
lever
punishment.
sidebar locks. Yeah, I haven't picked even my red belt U9 or anything. So, but I'll have it on hand waiting for me
There you go.
if the shutdown doesn't kill the post office. Oh, yeah, I couldn't remember what M is. Oh, that would make sense. Yeah, because they are fairly old. They're not making them anymore. I was really tempted to get both because he had both, but it's like, yeah, 2012 sounds about right because that's probably when it came out.
Unbelievable. Yeah, that thing's getting on my last nerve. Very badly. JD, welcome in. Yeah, I made it. Welcome. Mr. Inferno's here. Welcome. Frick is here.
Greetings, people.
Greetings.
All right, I hear the cats. I'm gonna have to.
You got to do it.
Oh, close again. Nothing's moving, and nothing feels like it should. So I don't know. Okay, I'm gonna gamble, and if it's bad, then
I feel your pain. I'm gonna try tensioning it the other way just to see what happens, because this might show me what's last to be picked. No, does not.
Oh, that one did go. Oh. Of course, I got a wind trimmer. Start jamming the pick everywhere.
Big, nice, heavy, clunky picks there. That's very good, but I don't know. Mystery. This thing's such a mystery. Oh my god. Wow.
Ah. I want something to do either something good or something bad so I can just stop.
Yeah, when it just keeps being like the right things, you definitely don't want to give up on this high pin count of a lock, because you never know when you're going to get right back to where you're at.
Yep. I think I just did it because I think I just overset that one.
I don't freaking know what's happening. All these feel set.
Lockchuck says, "You will get it. That one's easy."
Yeah. Yeah, it's totally getting ready to open.
Well, thankfully there aren't that many locks to stockpile. Like about 5. So what is there? There's the Mercy lever lock, 10 and 14 lever. There's the Western Electric. I think, is it both B and C? there's the that I think it's a Chinese one. It looks like it's a padlock. It looks like a puzzle on the outside of it. Can't remember the name of it.
I'm not sure. Oh, the M Heart?
Yeah, the Yuma. Is there a black belt Momolis as well? I thought that was before. Maybe the 2012 is 4 and the Momolis is 5. I have that wrong.
This thing's totally insane. I cannot believe it.
So close to 10,000. Of course, so close that's like what?
Yeah, like 40 away.
Wow.
I know, that's crazy. And I never thought that I'd get 100. Never in a million years.
Wasn't it like a little over a year ago you were 5,000? Or am I remembering that wrong? Did you get?
That was probably about a year, yeah.
Wow, you got that many in a year.
Yeah, once it gets bigger, you get more, it seems like, every day.
It just piles on.
Yeah, instead of like 1 a day, you get like 2 a day or so on, you know? And when it gets up in a bigger number, it's more like 15, 20 a day rather than 5 or 10. And people just, they see the number. They don't even care what you're serving up. They just see that number and they're like, oh, yeah. They must know what they're doing.
I'll be one of the masters.
Yeah. I mean, I used to do that myself, so I do know what happens, but I don't do that anymore. I actually watch a lot of smaller channels on just my YouTube, that I watch, and I intentionally watch smaller channels and things like that just because I know sometimes it's just because they're smaller, nobody looks. And so it's like they're always going to be stuck being smaller channels, which makes no sense. Whatever. Welcome in Lanciferous. I hope I'm saying that right. Lanciferous. Yikes. Lanciferous, maybe. There's power in the nails. Yeah. Yes, there's power in the nails. Next time I get them done, they're going to be super long again.
Massive overset. That made it easy. I'm going to go feed the cats. I'll be back.
Okay. I think Marsh did that on purpose just to feed the cats. No, I'm just kidding. Yeah, Mars and I are working on very high pin count locks, and Vector is actually impressioning and killing it.
Yeah, Vector, next impression in 917.
You're funny. My technique will be to tension through shear. All you got to do is cut down a steel bar that fits in the hole and jam it in and turn.
There you go. That's about what I'm ready to do. Come on.
All right, guys, I feel like I'm getting ready to make a mistake here, but we're going to do it.
I feel like this thing's like super, again, close. Again, not open, but close.
All right.
And I feel like there's something in here. Nope. Damn. Big ass clicks too. Very, very rude. Oh, man.
Nope, that was the right thing to do. Excellent.
Good job. Wish I could say the same for myself. Let's see. Yeah, Yens are from the Pittsburgh area. That's right. Yens. That's right. That's like a y'all for the Southerners. We say Yens, but only in Pittsburgh, not in my state, just my city. Very strange. Yeah, see, it gets kind of stuck right in here, and it seems like something's blocking it. There's got to be a pin needing to be set or left alone. But either way, I just can't figure it out, you guys. Oh my gosh. What's everybody in chat picking? Anybody picking in chat? What do you guys got going on? Anybody picking a lock? Oh my god. This thing's the most annoying lock I think I've ever picked. It's so annoying. Alright, now if I feather light tension, what happens? That's another thing. Do you tension these heavier or lighter? What do they like better? I don't know. I feel like I just don't know. I feel like if you tension it heavier, you got less chance of oversetting. Because things don't move as much. Like that. But it does get into this nice deep falset. I mean, we're sitting in a falset, a huge falset. And I'm just not sure what to do about it. I don't know on that one. This one, I can't really tell. Jesus. Yeah, I might switch to something else, guys. If I can't get this one soon, it's going to be switching around. This is too boring for you guys to watch full time. All right. Can't feel anything on the right side that needs set. On the left side that needs set. Oh, maybe something in the front here is in the way, but I don't know what. I can't tell which pin it is, on the left or on the right. Can't really feel anything. Okay. On the top. Yeah, we're like, I don't know, stuck on something right in the front, it feels like now. What is it? The top pin. It has to be. And yet, wild ass lock, guys. Wild ass lock. There's something right in the front getting in the way. But whatever it is, it doesn't want to move, so I don't know what to do about it. It doesn't want to get picked. Like Vector said, maybe that's the one that needs picked. But yeah, it's simply not working out. All right. What the fudge? What is in the way?
Courage.
It really is like something's right in the way right here. And it's like, I can't get it to move. I can't get it to set. It's like in the way. Okay, maybe that. Nope. See, it gets a nice click. Get really good. The pick stuck in there too. What are you? What are you? All right, guys. I'm terribly sorry. I don't think I can do it on here. I'm gonna have to pop up the camera and just sit here all night and film it because I don't want the luck to run out that I'm getting off of Vector today. It's got such a huge false set. It's driving me crazy. This false set is pretty big for this thing, I think.
Oh man, it means there's like one pin left.
Yeah, look at that false set. Is that not insane? Like, what the?
Because if you had overset a key pin, you do not get that deep of a false set. You got like one pin left, I swear.
I'm trying to find it. I just don't know where it's at. I'm trying to like be dainty and go through the top ones.
You know what it probably is you're tensioning counterclock. There's probably something on the left side.
On the left, okay.
Because you can't feel any counter rotation.
Let's see.
Oh, you turn your pick upside down.
Yeah, that will help. I haven't tried it yet on this time around, but it does help to find them when you do that sometimes. I feel, oh, no. Wow. I still really am getting like nothing, then I find a bunch of pins here, which is weird, so. And in the front here. This is wild. I don't want to give up, but I do.
Who's got an open? Who's got an open?
None of it.
Ah.
Nobody yet. Almost, but
a laptop. There's all this spare mojo.
I know. I'm trying to steal it, but it's a fight between me and Vector. Yeah, it's like don't know, man. Wild. It's like this first spin here. Huh. Boy, oh boy, I tell you, I feel like I'm. Nothing, guys. Just nothing. Just nothing. Yeah, I'm giving up. I actually quit. I can even break this through and feel nothing. Nothing. Okay. All right. We're going to move on. All right. Let's save and sending.
Okay. Now the 941. The West 941.
Oh, geez.
Those are pretty much impossible to get now.
Where is it? Oh, here we go. There's a photo David sent. Little kitty cat. Very cute.
Oh, before I really get going.
Very cute. Yeah, so I think I'll pick something else for a while because this one's driving me absolutely bonkers insane. And I know for a fact it's very close. It's just such a jerk, man. Maybe I should pick it upside down. That might work. We'll try that next time. We'll try that next time. Let's see. Let's pick a nice little master lock. That might be fun. Peoples. Let's see now. Now I just need tools. Okay. That's not gonna work. It's more cats than you might think. All right, how many cats were in that photo, guys? Take your guess. I'm gonna guess 4. And I lost my favorite pick. So what's that? What's that mean for me? I think my day's over. I lost my favorite pick. How do I lose my favorite pick, you might ask? I don't got a clue. What the hell?
Man.
What the fuck?
Maybe it's under your second favorite pick.
Yeah. Here it is. It blended in. It was blending into the background.
Camouflage.
She's going to pop the image back up. Okay, David says I got to pop the image back up.
Oh, and I sent you a link to that video we were talking about before, the struggle one.
Okay. All right, people. How many cats in the picture? I'm guessing there's one here with the little ears poking up. There's one there and one here. That's 2.
3.
And maybe one hiding under the blankies, too. 1 or 2 under the blankies.
I guess 4, just for the heck of it.
All right. Marson says 4. I say 3. Elijah says 5. Mountain Mix says nonsense. No cats.
It's a mongoose.
So how many is there, David? Please do tell. 20. Mountain Mix says 20. There's 20 cats. We need to know.
Stupid chat. The heart is in front of whatever 3. Okay.
Oh, wait, did I put it in the way? Wait, let me hide the comment. There we go. All right, David, what do you say? Chuck Soup's going with 42.
You said the correct answer is 3.
3. All right. How many did I guess? I think I guessed 3. Oh, yeah. That's what's up. Can't pick a lock, but I can guess cats. I can guess cats. Okay, gee, that's from Skyrim. Oh, lost my tensioner. You know what, Vector? I don't appreciate you not sharing the mojo today. I can't even hold a tensioner in place. I don't know what's happening. Look, it doesn't fit no more. Oh, here it is. Okay. It just flew out of there. It's just like, I mean, am I on my first day? What the F?
I think I used all my mojo on that first open.
Well, you know, there's always leftover mojo, so hopefully that'll be later.
You have to scrounge for it.
Yeah. And I definitely will be scrounging for it because I'll be putting that lock. I will never touch it again unless it's on video because I have a feeling that stupid thing's so close.
It sounds like it. The way you described it.
It's just ridiculous, man.
Because it was getting pretty snappy, right?
Yeah, it was like everything was getting real, like super snappy and hard to pick. And then it was just like I lost of like, what do I pick next? You know, it doesn't get springy, but it doesn't show me where to go next. It's so weird. I fucking hate that thing. Like truly, I really do. It's starting to become my least favorite lock in the world. And I'm going to drill it and rip it apart and progressively pin it soon because I just, you know, I just can't do it that way. And I haven't found another one even like to try to buy another one. I've tried to look for them and I found the 916, but not the 917.
I'll own you mine. And once I get this, I'll send you this in the 917 if you want.
Oh, God. I could try it. I can try. This is really not getting attention or won't hold attention or this is unbelievable. Unbelievable.
And what I like to do is switch back and forth. I mean, it can be confusing, so maybe back and forth isn't the best. Maybe clockwise a bunch and then counterclockwise a bunch. But I do like to switch which way I'm tensioning because then you're getting good feedback, at least on one direction, on which ones want to stay put.
Yeah.
So it helps me remember more. So as I'm going back and forth, it's like, oh wait, yeah, it's moving. But when I was picking with tension, it didn't want to move, so I should not pick it.
Right. Yeah, you can kind of get it clued in on which ones are needing picked and which ones are not. Yeah, I'm kind of like really getting ticked off with that thing. And then White got it open, so I know it can open. I know it's, you know, it's not like it's super difficult, but
Wow. You know, it's not broken. It's white.
Yeah. It is white. Yeah, that annoys me.
I guess he went up to the he became black belt before me, but before I was even a member. But I heard that he moved up pretty quick.
Yeah, he was insane. He just was like picking everything like it was nothing. It was pretty wild.
Well, the funny thing is that I did get the Z open before he did.
Did you? Yeah, the Goal Z is one of those ones I feel like not everybody can do it. For some reason, it's sometimes like you know what I mean. How you said like you'll get it open before everybody else, and it's like what the hell, and no one else can get it.
yeah,
It's
it was
one of
weird.
those locks. It's like it's a mysterious one.
Once I got the P, I actually found it easy. It was strange.
Yeah, I didn't have any trouble with it either. I did when I first tried it, but that was like I think the very beginning of my being a black belt, and I'd never picked the gold P either. I just went for the Z and tried it.
Oh wow!
And yeah, and I just couldn't get it. Yeah, well, I didn't get it that time.
Oh, okay.
I didn't get it. Yeah, I tried it, but I didn't get it. And then I lost a spring, and I had to get then I couldn't pick it anymore. And so I had to borrow Trucker's Goal Z to pick one because I didn't have a spring, and I could never find another one. I'm still on the lookout for another one.
Yeah, those are kind of unique because they're like really skinny, like the Goal S springs, but they're really long. Like they're not the short ones like the S or the V18 or anything. They're long like the P. So
yeah.
It's like none of them. They're not the P, the Z, the S. Yeah, it's like they're not interchangeable. It's
so rude.
Yeah,
that really made me mad when I lost that too, because it's just ticked me off. But I was progressively pinning it, so of course I'd lose it. Of course I'd lose one. But yeah, I was mad because I was up to like whatever pins, getting close. I think it was at 5 pins. And I lost the spring and was like, dude, for real. Yeah, they're definitely an odd. It's a shame they are not interchangeable too. Like you can get every goal there is, and the only ones I think are the V18s and the Grand V's and stuff. The high pin count ones are interchangeable, but not the
right.
tumblers. So rude. A Master 141 for the Z. Wouldn't that be funny if you could?
Yeah, it would be. Yeah, padlocks and those are pretty small diameter, and they might have length.
Oh.
Of course, they're not non-destructively guttable, so I don't know.
I would totally sacrifice one if I could get a spring for it.
Yeah, that's $6. Yeah, sure.
I mean, I've missed the Goal Z every time it comes up too. Like they don't come up often, but they do come up, and every time I've just missed it.
Yeah, they just had a group buy. It was, it went through, but it's like a bit convoluted with the tariff stuff.
Yeah, and I think whatever it was when he put that up, it was like 3 hours, and it was because I come in 3 hours later, and they were already all sold. I was like, man.
Well, if I see one again, I'll ping you.
Yeah, let me know for sure. I definitely would like to get another just to have it, you know.
Oh, here's a thought. I believe Virus sacrificed one of his red belt ones so that everyone could get pins to make theirs a black belt. So that means there's pins going out, but not springs.
Yeah.
I can't remember what he's doing with the springs, so he'll probably have an extra spring or two you might be able to get from him.
Oh shoot!
So,
yeah.
The Virus. He's on LPU. I don't think he's on Unlocked.
Oh, I'll hunt him down. Yeah, I'd love to know. I'd love to get me a couple springs for that thing. I don't know why. I don't even remember. I think one just flew out when I was doing it or something like that because I was removing that Bible cover and I think I pulled it back in one shot across the room and that was it. I was like, it was one of those moments.
I mean, I don't want to vacuum in here. I have to.
Yeah, it was one of those moments where it was like, no.
It's so funny though. I mean, I kept losing goal springs, but then like it'd be like 2 days later, and I'd find it.
Lucky.
In some random spot on the floor.
Yeah.
So it's like I got so lucky with that. I think I did lose one completely. It was either Red Wanderer or White sent me a replacement. And then, but yeah, I mean, the potential for loss, basically I would have lost the whole Locksport at this point. So basically I'm never opening Goal S again.
Yeah, I can't blame you there. Definitely can't blame you there. What the hell does this say? I can't even read this thing. That's the challenge lock. I'm not trying that today either. I am on a downward spiral here. Not picking nothing. I think I'm going to not pick anything else. I'm having the worst time. Oh my God.
Several weeks ago.
Yeah, it's one of those.
I had several of those streams where it was just like, I can't even get this padlock open.
Yeah, it's bad. It's like, oh my gosh.
Yeah, that's right. I couldn't even get the Goal S open one day, and that's a real sign that it was bad.
Yeah, you were saying that's like your super comfort lock, and like,
yep.
You were like, yeah, guess what? If this ain't happening, nothing's happening.
Yep.
That's where I'm at today. It's like, geez, oh man. Chinesium disc padlock. Oh, nice. Nice. Yeah, if I knew that, I would definitely sacrifice one.
But yeah, he's got a good point. The padlocks would have the smaller diameter like the Z is, but you'll have the length, hopefully. So I'll pull my Z out. Actually, it's already gutted. Let's see. It's kind of a jumble right here. Is that? No. That's just the...
Oh yeah, I need to look at this link. I want to share this link too of the that Marston's Marston's. Yeah, see, when I type, oh, you know why? Because it was called The Struggle Is Real, and I was typing in multi-lock. That's why I couldn't find it. That's why I couldn't find it. Let's see. Copy link. I think that's what I say. We're gonna try it out. Yeah, that goes to YouTube. That should work. Okay, yeah. If you guys want to see the struggle is real, Marson's struggle there. There is the link in chat. Nico said he lost some locks. Yeah, that sucks. That sucks. I'll have to look. Nico, message me. Are you in the US? If you're in the US, message me on Discord. I might have a couple of like kick cylinders and stuff I can send you. Or something. I can find something, I'm sure. Shoot me a message. That sucks when you lose your locks or you don't have any more.
I think I messed this key attempt up. I've been chasing marks all the way down to the bottom of the key.
Oh. He might have put a trick in there though, so you never know. I don't think he would. I don't think he would do that to you. But you just never know with Picksmith. You just never know. Yeah, I don't think he would do you like that.
Not for a quest.
Yeah.
No.
So for those in the audience that haven't attempted this before, you look for marks and then you sand the marks. And once you reach the shear line, the marks disappear. Well, if you go too far, they come back. So
that's true, yeah.
If you accidentally go too far, the marks just never go away. And then you get down to the bottom of the key.
It's so ignorant. I forgot about that. That's so rude.
Yeah. Now, it could be that this might have like a 9 cut on it just to torment me or something.
That I could see.
Yeah.
Depends how much he likes you. If he really likes you, he might really torture you.
So,
yeah, Nico, that's true. They got some great ace down at the hardware store. The ace locks are a lot of fun.
Yes. I would actually use this as a padlock. You know, it's
yeah. I like that big one. Yeah, I want to get one of those ones. They're definitely look like fun. I have I think mine's probably the same one, but it's just not the beefier lock body on it. Oh, where's my phone? Oh, right in front of me. Okay, let's see here. Well, let's see. I need to get some food.
I didn't find my Gold Z pins, but I found some other pins that someone on the Discord, I forgot what his username was, had a neat idea. He was asking if there was a way to pin up a lock so that you had 3 pins, and one of them was set. One was unset, one was set, and one was overset. Just as is, so that you could, throw a tensioner on it and then just put your pick on it. And it's like, I thought about it for a minute, and it's like, that would be kind of difficult to do on one lock, just because, you could put a long key pin in. That's you'd have to use one from a different model lock because it'd have to be taller than shear. But if you had the same diameter, you could pop that in there, and then it is overset right from the get-go. But then it would interfere with the other two. So I'm thinking, you might want to, just put one in at a time. I was going to pin one up just to see if I could get it so that I could get it to not interfere. But yeah, you put in a zero lift, and that one's set right from the start. And then just, like a higher lift one is just your standard regular unset pin. So you could actually have like a little kit where you could have all three so that you wouldn't have to do anything and you could feel the difference right from the get-go. And it's like that. I like that idea. Because some people have a hard time feeling that. I mean, it's like everyone starts from a different place.
Yeah.
And has different, skills and abilities with their hands and whatnot. So I think anything that can help out, in the same way that some like cutaways really help some people. Acrylic locks, etc. They're not great picking, but they can be really good for learning. So I think this one has got some long key pins I might be able to use in a different lock. I'll have to play with that later.
Oh. That would be a jiggle test demo, right? Would that be like a jiggle test demo? Yeah.
Exactly. Yeah. Basically I don't like the term jiggle test, testing pins. I call, if I want to give it a label, for me it's a rebound, because when I think jiggle, I think wiggle is pretty close.
Mm-hmm.
It's like, the whole, see a wiggle, see a jiggle, whatever the song was. It's I like that. And to me, that's not what the pin was doing. It wasn't until I was working on purple that I really learned to test pins, because it's like I don't feel it doing what it sounds like it's supposed to be doing with the whole jiggle thing. So once I realized, you're feeling for the rebound, because I saw some other videos that kind of went into it, with the whole bounce kind of aspect of it. And it's like, I hadn't actually really watched a video on it. It was like just going by the term. And it's like, it's like, it feels like there's like a real thin sheet of rubber between the key pin and
the driver. I when they said jiggle test, I thought it was like, how when you set a driver, the key pin dangles down. I thought that was the jiggle they were talking about. Like that meant it was set. And I'm like, it's jiggling, it's set. Okay. And I didn't realize there was a little more to it than that. So I was like, that stupid jiggle test doesn't work for me. I ain't using that no more. And so I kind of gave up. I was like, no.
Yeah, and I knew it wasn't that because I was already setting stuff. I mean, so for me it was either it feels right or it feels wrong. And I didn't have a good way to describe it, but
I just didn't I was always like, well, maybe but then I've watched a couple of videos on how people can test for that too on crazier locks, and I'm like, that's genius. But it sucks because it's like, how do you test that on these high pin count locks? I have no way. There's no way I could do that. I just
especially with rotation.
Yeah.
I mean, there's pins move so little, and you're doing it with rotation. I can't feel the difference that way. A lot of it's through the tensioner for me.
Yeah. I mean, maybe if you had something you could set your pick on, and then you could twist it and let it go so that it didn't fall down. If it would just you could see it rebound back, maybe. But no. I don't know. I don't know of any way I could tell that going side to side. And it's super annoying because it's like you're basically kind of guessing until you figure out what it definitely when it's definitely not, when it's definitely overset or something. But as far as making sure they're actually set the whole way, I don't know.
For me, with the HPCs, with the exception of the last few pins, I get most of my feedback like marching through the tensioner, because if you intentionally overset some of those torpedoes, you can kind of start to feel like what oversetting a key pin feels like, vice dealing with the little tapered mushroom spool, whatever the heck it is.
Yeah.
And that's about the only thing. And I don't, on the HPCs I've done, I don't turn my pick upside down. So I will, when I'm picking in the same direction as tension, I will loosen up a lot on tension, and essentially then my pick becomes almost my tensioner for attacking those pins.
Okay. That's a good idea too.
And I've tried using flags, and they didn't work out well for me. So on the West 916, the D9, and the V18, all I used were ACABs. So it's just different things work for different people. So.
Yeah. I honestly have not yet found a lock I can use the ACABs on. I've not yet, because I always have trouble. Like, I don't know.
I'm using a multi-flat. I do that on a lot on this. It's just the perfect size for where this is positioned, and it really works really well once I get in there. Yeah, like that one. Yeah, so like what he was talking about. So let's see, where is it? This one. So you see the. Oop, I overset it.
I can get
but there's a bit of smooth motion like this, and it's like that. Getting this much counter rotation, that's too much. When you're getting like that, and it's smooth and slower, that's a torpedo head.
JD, whenever
like the gold T and V.
Yeah.
So, go ahead.
Yeah. No, whenever we're talking about the jiggle test, what it is basically like the pin's not the whole way set, and so even though the key pin's dangling down and jiggling that way, if you push up on your pick and you let it go, it rebounds down still. It'll still rebound downward. So it has like a tiny little bounce to it, which is kind of hard to feel sometimes. And if you can actually just lay it in there and kind of go like, and you can lay it in there, push up on a pin, and then if it bounces itself down like that, it's rebounding still. And then when it's set, if you push it up, it's just going to drop down. It's not going to have that bounce to it. And it's really hard to tell, but you can actually do just like I showed you. You can, with tension, you can do it. You can have your tension on, and then just kind of push up on that pin and let it go and see if it springs back down or if it doesn't. And that's the jiggle test. If it springs back down, it still needs picked. If it doesn't spring down, it's set. So that's the jiggle test. But it's really it's hard to understand what the hell it means and stuff. So it's...
The harder part is telling the difference between set and bound. Because both of them, the key pin doesn't move.
Right.
So there actually is a tiny little bit of rebound in a set pin. Because with a bound pin, what's happening, the pin is getting pinched between, like the core is down here and the Bible's up here. So I can only show half of each, but it's getting pinched between the two when it's bound. So it's not going to move at all. And if it does move, you'll see it. It'll like this core doesn't move much, but on ones that can move a bit, you can actually see the core moving up and down with the pin. Sometimes, especially if it's got milling, it's caught in the milling.
Yeah.
But really, what you need to do for that is there will be ever so slight bit of rebound. So A bound one, it'll be solid. And what she was talking about with the unpicked one, unset one, there'll be a lot of spring back. With a set one, it'll be small.
Yeah, it's gonna be tiny.
And
but it's
I don't watch the pick itself. I feel what it feels like is, you're pushing up on the pin, and it feels like there's a very thin sheet of rubber between the pin and the key pin and the driver pin. It's like you're pressing on, sort of like this mat is
like a sponge. It's like a little bit of a sponge, like a thick spongy feeling.
Yeah, but it's very subtle. So like the amount of, I don't know if you can see how much that is moving.
It's very
it's much less than that.
Yeah, it's really tiny.
It's even less than this.
But if you compare that to a bound pin or like a set pin, you'll definitely feel a difference. But it's really, like he's saying, it's so subtle, but it is there. And the more high security the locks get, the harder that is to feel. But it's there, So it's like it's better to learn it like now while you're learning it on hard, like lower security locks. That way you can kind of go, oh, okay, and it like refines itself as you go up the kind of difficulty level. But it's it's like that's what it actually is. I would call it like the springy test almost, or the spongy test or something.
I call it the rebound test because there's just a little bit of rebound.
Yeah,
because what's happening, so you've got the spring here, and this is the driver, this is the key pin. So when it's bound, this is being pinched and won't move at all. When it's unset, it's completely free, and there's that spring there, so there's a lot of movement and a lot of spring to it. When it's set, so let's say this is the mat here, the edge there, that's the shear line. So it's set there like that. So, but what happens is, the reason it's set is because the core is slightly offset from the Bible. So instead of having both perfectly in line, it's slightly offset like that. So what you're doing is, when you're pushing up on this, you're bumping into the Bible. That's what's stopping it. But there's still, because of the tolerances, you need some gap in there in order for the lock to function. So there's a little bit of clearance, and on the cheaper locks there's more clearances, which is why it's easier to feel on them. And the high security ones, they get very tight clearances. So what you're feeling is there's ever so slight bit of movement here before you bump into the Bible. And so you can push up on the driver pin, which has got the spring behind it. So there's just that ever so slight bit of movement that you're feeling for. And that tells you that's set. And what can happen is, if you press too hard, you shift the core over and then shove the key pin past the shear. That lines up so this is now overset, and you've lined up the core, which can line up the other chambers that had set pins, and now those drop back down because the spring shove them back down. So overset sucks. And it feels grindy. You can either feel mushy or grindy. It just feels wrong.
Yeah, suddenly everything's like, no, this isn't right.
Yeah, so basically I consider unset pins springy. There's a lot of give to them, a lot of pushback, a lot of spring to them. Bound pins are solid. It's like you're pressing on a brick wall. And set pins, it's like there's a very thin rubber sheet kind of between that brick wall and the pin. that you're able to make it give just a little bit, and it takes practice to feel that. Some people can feel it right off the bat. Others, it takes a while. But it's like learning to play an instrument. Like I keep saying, it's like you're not going to learn to, if you learn to play the guitar, you're not just going to suddenly start playing some of these amazing songs right off the bat. You wouldn't expect to be able to play it in a month, or let alone a week, or even a day. It's just not going to happen. It's kind of like that with lockpicking. You have to develop the feel. If you haven't been doing other things, okay, if you haven't been working with your hands, develop the feel for it, the nerves, basically telling you what your hands are doing. It can take a little bit of time for you to get it. But I'll be picking a lock. I'll be working on a lock, and I can work on it sometimes for a week. And this has happened especially at Purple. And like with that P extra. And it's like I couldn't figure out what the hell was going on. I'm oversetting pins left and right. And just it's like, why? I can't feel any difference. And then suddenly, just one day, it was like, wait, I felt that. I felt there's a difference. And I just couldn't feel it before that. But so, it just took practicing with that lock over and over to really feel it for that one. Because that one has really good tolerances. It's got double and triple spools. It's a good training lock, I think.
Yeah. And it like Marston's saying, it just takes time to kind of get the feeling for it, and even like side pins, stuff like that. All of a sudden, nothing's there. You're like, there's nothing in here.
Yeah, I still can't do side pins because I haven't dedicated the time to them. It's like, oh, this is gonna take me a while. I'm gonna work on something else.
Yeah. JD, I think you'll be all right. Marston's got a lot of problems with how he's feeling in his fingers and stuff. A lot of his feedback he gets from the tensioner, so it's not necessarily even on the pick, So it's like, I think you'll get quite far if you just practice it and stuff.
You can check out my channel. I go into what I'm dealing with and some of the things why I think I do pretty well at it. But I've got multiple sclerosis. My hands are numb, especially my left more than my right. But basically, when you sleep on your arm and your whole arm just goes to sleep and pins and needles, and basically you can kind of tell someone's pressing on your, you're pressing on your hand, but it just kind of feels tingly, and that's. I just woke up one day, my left arm was like that, and never went away. My right is less tingly, but it's still fairly numb. Everything's stiff. My muscles don't want to let go. They are always on. I had to get a deep brain stimulator to steady my right hand, but my left is still like, the more I try to steady it, the more crazy it goes. I had to use my right hand to stop it just then.
That's crazy. Wow.
Yeah. And this is I've done up to black belt 2 so far. This is a black belt 3 that I'm working on.
Yeah, so, Marston's a friggin' beast. He's a beast. Like, I cannot stress enough what a beast this dude is. I put a link to his channel right there in the chat. That's that YouTube link right there. If you click it, that's his video where he was on the struggle bus for that lock, but that's his channel. You can click on it and get to his channel. If you just click the little icon, then you can go straight to his channel. And if you want to subscribe to it and check out more of his stuff, but it's right in that link.
And I've got suggestions for, some of the things you can do for, hand issues, numbness or tremor or whatever. There's not a lot, but it's, there's some things there. Plus, I do a bit of 3D printing, and I've got, from my channel, there's a link to my printables. So I like fat handles so that I don't drop things. So for these Moki picks, these are extra thick scales. So it gives me something beefy to hold on to. And
Yeah, he does stuff like that. And then his dimple lock or the flags things you have on your flags. Those like rounder things to make them rounder.
This is a Burns B1 design. So he made these up and sent me these. So yeah, he's on back order right now, but you can order the picks from him. And they've got these nice big diameter, which makes it much easier to, because when it's thin like this, not much movement translates into a fair bit of rotation down here. Whereas up here, you can be a bit finer with your rotations. And
yeah, I like that design a lot. Yeah. But yeah, JD, there's a lot of different things, you can do to help kind of like make up for it in a different way to kind of balance it out to be able to learn it in different ways. Because just because we mostly check for things one way doesn't mean that's the only way to check for things, for instance, and that kind of thing.
In the way I hold my pick, it's like everyone tells you to, do the finger style, the pencil style. I mean,
right.
So right. I do pick like that, and have my middle finger on the shaft so I can feel it better. But there's quite a few on there where I pick it like this overhand, which is a lot of people suggest against it, but I mean, it works great for me. So yeah, just.
Then you have Chris Capoon. He like picks without touching the face of the lock at all with his hand. Like a lot of us steady our hand on the lock. Yeah. Chris doesn't pick like that. Like, so there's different picking styles and a lot of different little tricks you can do. Whatever works for you, basically.
I got my thumb on it so I can tell where it helps me steady my hand. It registers how deep I'm putting the hook in. I can lever it, and I also get feedback from both the core and the pick shaft. So, it's just, but everyone develops their own method. Sorry, I keep interrupting you, but
no, you're fine. I'm eating, so I'm good. I'm eating something real quick. I didn't eat anything but like 5 Fritos today.
I haven't had much either.
So I've been begging Ryan to make me a pizza, and he wasn't answering, so I thought he was ignoring me. So I texted him like 72 times, begging him.
But we've got a lot of pickers, not a lot, but I mean, we've got a fair number that are dealing with hand issues specifically, cerebral palsy, narcolepsy, catalepsy, or how we pronounce it. It's something else. But anyway, Parky had Parkinson's. He's passed away now, unfortunately. But
oh yeah, there was.
Yeah, so and a lot of similarities, a lot of overlap, but each. There's differences in each. Pinched nerves. There's I forgot what else. But fair number.
Yeah, lots and lots of different kind of ailments and stuff. And plus we're all getting old. Yeah. We're all getting old, and shit just breaks for us. Yeah. So.
You. I was just teasing my wife because it's like. She's younger than I am, but she's the one that gets the AARP magazine in the mail. So I never asked her about that.
Dude, I keep getting hearing aid ads. They keep going, last chance for a miracle aid or whatever it's called, miracle ear. I'm like, you know what? I didn't need one. Was this like foretelling? I'm thinking maybe I should go get one just in case. Like, what the hell? It's like the 7th time I've gotten that in the mail. They make it super important, and some lady handwrites it and shit. I'm like, this is really crazy. Ryan made me a mini pizza.
Oh, later, David. I don't know if you're still here or not, or if you left already. But that sounds nice. Pizza.
It was just one of them little I can't remember what they're called. They're little circle ones, like they used to do in school lunches.
Oh, yeah.
We got an air fryer, so it's like a 6-minute dinner. I was
Yeah.
like, please,
Yep.
please, anything.
Yeah, I'll whip up. I just get the frozen crust and whip up quick pizzas for the nights that my wife has to have something right after work. So I just throw pizza in the deep fryer
Oh, yeah.
or the air fryer, not the deep
I
fryer.
love that air fryer, dude.
Air
I'm
fryer.
trying to get us one that's like a big one with double things where you could do like a couple different things. So, yeah, those things are amazing.
Oh, yeah. Good question. Does yours have pineapple? Lady Lux, does yours have pineapple on it?
Nope, it's just plain. I like the pepperoni ones and the plain ones, but I've never tried pineapple. I've heard people say it's like amazing though. Katie said, also I'm 40 and stuff is falling on me. I think it means falling off me.
Give it another 15 years.
Yeah. Yep, I remember that. My cousin used to be like, wait till you're 40. And I'm like, yeah, right. I'm in such good shape. Yeah, right. And then I turned 40 and literally like everything went wrong on me. I was like, really? I need a hip replacement.
I remember when I was a teen and teasing my cousin, mom's cousin actually, but she's right between the two of us in age. So it was basically, we shared her as cousin in a way. But I was teasing her about being a quarter of a century old.
It's
to go back to then.
Yeah, before you know it, you're like, damn.
Yeah. Over double that.
It goes so fast too. I feel like the older you get, the faster it goes. It's so rude.
Oh, it is. I mean, the days are going so fast right now. I'm just like, wait, I barely did anything. How's it over?
Bro, I know. I was like, didn't I just go live last Thursday? Like, didn't we just do this? And like, it's Thursday again? Holy crap.
It was almost over. Seems like we just moved in here.
Yeah, you did just move in too. I swear. I remember that.
And I still haven't unpacked everything. And it's like, I had all these plans, setting up the workbench here and all this stuff. And it's just, all the stuff is just plopped here. And it's like, oh God. Okay.
Yeah. Like I still remember us talking about your car getting vandalized, like for the 18th time. We just had that conversation, it feels like, and it's like been forever. You've already moved and have your garage now and stuff. Like, that's crazy.
It's been great here though. It's like, no issues whatsoever. So wonderful.
Yeah, that car stuff was wild.
Yeah, that was not fun. I chose to forget that.
Chris said when you're crawling on the floor looking for springs and body parts.
Yeah. Well, your own or?
It's like a Monday.
So which would be worse? You're looking for your own or you're looking for someone else's?
That was crazy. That's a shame. But it's so true. Yeah, I literally ran for I was 15 when I started running, and at 41 I needed a hip replacement, but I was like in beast shape. Like I was in beast shape. Like being a runner puts you in such crazy good shape, and I was just like, there's no way anything's falling off me at 40. I'm going to be fine. And I was like 41. They were like, yeah, you need a new hip, girl. I was like, really? I must have done it to myself running. So I keep waiting for the other one to fail.
That sucks.
I still need 2 knees. He was like, yeah, you need both your knees done, but we're going to wait. I'm like, yeah, let's just wait. Good idea. 18% of you said F off with these polls, Lady Locks. You guys hate them. It makes me just want to do them more, just so you know. I'm a bitch. I'm so evil.
Yeah, it's not too dead.
I'm gonna do a poll. I'm gonna do like polls, my favorite polls of the year at the end of the year. I've been screenshotting some of these. They're funny. Well, I inhaled that pizza in like 30 seconds. I was freaking starving. Thank you to Team Knocker. I wouldn't have survived. I can't survive a minute off my body fat. So tiny. I couldn't have survived like another minute. And my butt was not big enough. And I was like, I need a pizza. My pull. Oh my gosh. Poor Brett's been trying to say a donor body and he keeps spell checking him. He says first he said a diner body, then he said a downer body. He's like donor effing spell check.
I don't think it's flipping either.
Right? Oh yeah, he's made Dark Wolf's making homemade bacon cheeseburgers. Nice. Yeah, it's just my spell checker spell checks the wrong thing sometimes itself. Yeah. Tacos for not too dead. Yeah, who's all making something yummy tonight? That was my breakfast, lunch, and dinner. I won't eat nothing else.
Have it express shipped to you.
Let's see. Lost the comments. Let's see. David was part of the 18. I always assume you are part of the mean ones, David. Mississippi pot roast. Holy cow. Michael said, Orgus is from the UK and still made it. Orgus loves us. Of course he had to make it. I was one of those that said, I don't know what I'm doing here. Oh my goodness, I love it. Elijah says dinner and I just had dim sums for breakfast. Yeah, I have some good pulls. I'm going to do the best of Lady Locke's pulls. It's going to be a video at the end of the year. I've had some good ones. I've had some good ones for sure. You guys are rotten too, by the way. Rotten little beasts. Some of your poll answers are just terrible. You ought to be ashamed of yourselves.
Shameless.
Oh, yeah. Some of them were really good ones. Let's see.
A dim sum sim?
Simulated. He had dim sims. Those are simulated dim sums. We're going to click the crazy one every now and again. I mean, we can't help it. I would all the time. That's why I put it up there, because I would click it all the time. I wouldn't even care. I'd be clicking it all the time. Schnitzels and brats. It was delicious. All right. I sure did. I asked for it for sure. Oh, potatoes, green beans, kielbasa, and ranch in the crock pot all day. Oh, damn. Okay. You guys are creative with dinners. Now I'm getting kind of jealous. Jeez. Yeah, that's probably why I didn't get my lock open. That's probably exactly what it was. It had nothing to do with the fact that I sucked. I was starving to death.
That'll
What
do
it
it.
was. Of course. Jeez, I never even thought of that. Dang. I was so weak to start out with. Vector sucked up all the mojo, and that's exactly what happened. That's
Just take
all it was.
training. You gotta prep properly for it.
Yeah, jeez. Man.
Do your 2 push-ups and
I was gonna make one earlier, but Ryan ran the dishwasher and he put the tray for the what do you call it in there, and I couldn't make it because it was in the dishwasher, and I was like, dang. And I thought, well, I'll just make it after, but I couldn't wait any longer. I was getting too tired. It was making me tired being hungry. Sausage sandwich with plenty of ketchup, pork in one and pork and honey in the other. All right. Know what I haven't had in a minute is pulled pork sandwiches.
later, Dave.
Those are pretty good. Take care, David. Thank you for hanging out.
Always fun with you around.
It really is. David cracks me up. He's always up to something. He's always up to something around here. Yeah, I get, and then I can't ever think of anything good to put in the crock pot. I'm always like, but there's all kind of crock pot recipes out there. I gotta get a check online for some good ones. I always put like a roast in there with potatoes and carrots and like brown gravy. That's always good, but it gets old. In the crock pot and the air fryer. You should be able to make something cool. Has anybody made burgers in the air fryer? I know that you can do it, but I can't imagine cleaning that up. So I've never done it.
That was my thought too, David.
It's a crock of shit.
Yeah, it seems like a crock pot should have bullshit in it.
Pepper ranch. Okay. Dumplings on top of stew. That would be good. I'm waiting for Vector to get this a turn any second now. But you have to clean the air fryer. For once in a while, you gotta give it a good cleaning.
That was me. The first time I cleaned the one I had gotten was when I moved.
Yeah, I hate cleaning that stupid ass thing. I put French fries in there a lot.
Just an oversight, I think.
I really want to try this again, trying with my, what do you call it, pen. But I don't want to because it's not on video and I don't feel like setting it back up. And then if I do, yeah, I'll be freaking out. So I don't want to do it, but I do. But I don't.
Yep.
But I do.
I identify with that.
If I do it once, I can do it again. I imagine.
Yes. Yes.
I do know I got to get them back ones first. Yeah, I don't know how you guys do it with these things, man. How do you work? How do you even get these in here? Even the smallest one doesn't like to fit in here.
For what?
These ACAB picks. It doesn't seem like even the smallest one wants to fit in here, and it doesn't want to click any of the pins. I don't get it.
So the trick is making sure your tensioner doesn't take up too much of the keyway.
Yeah.
What I do is I stack a couple pry bars. You need like 95 thousandths total thickness.
Oh,
and you want to ride like the keyway's like this, right? Making it with my hand. You want your tensioner to just like sit all the way down here, so that way you have maximum volume right here for your picks.
Okay. Yeah, I'm gonna have to get a couple of those little baby ones to put in there.
What I ended up having to do was measure all my tensioners and find my 50 thous that were less than 50 thous to make something that was like 95 thousandths.
Oh, man.
I ground down an Allen wrench.
Oh, that's a good idea too.
So I picked it. I seem to remember it was pins down, and I put the Allen wrench in front of the pins. Like, yeah.
Damn it.
So yeah, it was like this.
Oh, okay.
And then there's basically you have all that room for whatever you want to do.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, there we go.
That's lots of room. Yeah. That's
So
what I'm gonna have to do, I think.
And I used that one for. I think I used that for this. I'd have to watch the video back again, but I might have made it after I did this one. But I thought I used it for this and the V18. If I didn't use that, I used something similar, but still in the same spot. I might have used the other Allen wrench that I have that kind of fits there. But
yeah, I'm gonna have to do something like that.
let's see what time it is. Oh wow. Yeah, I'm gonna call it and go get some to eat.
All right. Well, thank you for hanging out. I think I'm gonna call it in a minute myself.
All right.
But yeah, thank you guys so much for hanging out this evening. Sorry the mojo only went to Factor, and I know for a fact he's going to get that open with this last key. I just have a feeling this is the one. Oh,
Yeah.
hi Sasquatch.
Oh, no.
Sorry, sorry you come in at the end. We were just all winding down. We all got hungry talking about sausages and friggin' crock pot stuff and all this other stuff because I had to sneak off and eat a pizza real quick, and now everybody's starving, so we're all heading out.
Exactly.
We've run out of what do you call it? We've run out of mojo because we're starving to death. So that's what that was. But yeah, thank you so much, guys, for coming on, hanging out. And thanks to everybody in chat for stopping by and hanging out with us for a little bit. I love you all so much. And I will see you on Friday. Tomorrow. I'm going over to Stu's for a live stream over at Stu's house because I'm trying to get that 10K, and he says, we're gonna team up and see what we can do. So I'll see all you guys maybe tomorrow evening. All right.
Oh, wow! I just noticed it's 3 hours almost on the nose.
Yeah, we've been doing 3 hour ones. That's not bad. That's not a bad time period.
Yeah. I think this is the first time I've stayed for the entire stream.
Yeah, cool. You were going hard. You were going hard. We were on these high pin counts, Marcin. We're gonna get these sooner or later.
All right, catch you guys later.
All right, take care. All right, guys, have a great one. Thank you so much, Vector, and I will see you all probably tomorrow. Smooches.